What's happening, everybody? We're back. It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington.
The swaggy blerd, Winston A. Marshall.
And we are here with the review for Season 1, Episode 7 of Harley Quinn on the DC Universe streaming app. If you have not seen it yet, please come back because there will be spoilers. And I say this because I know there's going to be new people here who have yet to see this.
Why are you taunting the new people you want to subscribe to your page and watch your shit?
I just feel like, no, I'm not taunting. It's just the whole thing of... It's in the description.
Yes.
That it says spoiler warning.
Yes.
And I feel like it does get to a point where I feel it's a little redundant, me having to say, if you ain't seen the shit yet, come on back.
Yes.
But I get it. Welcome, everyone. This is what we do. I understand this is another episode. This is New Year, and we're supposed to handle things in a new and different and professional manner.
Nope, exactly the same. With the same people. Assholes.
We're supposed to try to be more distinguished when we give you these reviews where we break down the significance of certain scenes, how they are amalgams from ways of life, and what this means to certain cultures.
I mean, I know we're not as loud as normal, but is it picking us up normally? Because it looks like it's small.
It's picking us up.
Okay.
It's just because the mic's further away.
Oh, you moved it further back?
The mic's been back the whole time we've been recording.
Yeah, but it didn't look like it was that small before. It doesn't matter. The point
because you got louder. See, as you get louder, then the show...
That's fine. Look, let's actually get to it. Stop with all the bullshit. This is what people talk about. It takes 5 minutes to get to the motherfucking review. This episode's called The Line. It's called The Line because there is a clear line that you don't cross.
And yet you find out who will...
And who won't.
And who won't. And also, the bloodline is a thing you need to know about.
Also, the bloodline.
The bloodline.
So, we start off with, again... Harley's trying to figure out how she's going to get into Legion of Doom. She goes, oh, shit.
I love this, too, and because it hasn't gotten stale.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Because you
have
have
a
some
plan
story,
every time.
It's something where you can have a story about it like, damn, she keep trying to get into Legion of Doom. Damn, she's still trying to get in. But every time you see it, it hasn't grown stale. Excuse me. It hasn't gotten to the point where you're like, bitch, you ain't never getting in. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't gotten to that point.
No, not at all. And so the plan this time... what she comes up with is she realizes there's a weather machine at Cord Industries that nobody has ever been able to get their hands on.
Right.
So she goes, we're going to break in, we're going to steal it, and when we do that, that will get me into the Legion of Doom. But she finds out, before that happens on the news, the Queen of Fables is getting released, that it was ruled unconstitutional to put her inside that tax code book. So she's getting out. She's like, my girl getting out, let's go. Hey. So, they cut to the court scenes. Zatanna lets her out of the book. The Queen of Fables is like, I'm free. I appreciate that. And then immediately the cops put the cuffs on her. She's like, what the fuck is this? They go, oh, you're out of the book. That's unconstitutional. But your ass serving the rest of your sentence.
You should have served the rest of your sentence.
In Arkham, which is life. And so she was like, well, this is some old bullshit. And Harley goes, this is bullshit.
First of all,
save my friend.
You got to say this the right way. You got to, because again, the great Wanda Sykes is the voice of the Queen of Fables. That's some old bullshit. Like... You gotta have that Wanda.
I don't do a very good Wanda Sykes, so I don't even
bullshit. Try. So you got bullshit. So again, she is funny. So like you said, Harley them decide we're gonna break the Queen of Fables out of jail, and so then they also, while they're doing that, again, we're not gonna go bit by bit. They realize they need a shield to get the weather thing because remember.
Well, they haven't gone. They realize that the weather machine is covered in a bajillion lasers.
Right.
So they're gonna need some other shit in order to get it. But the first thing that they're worried about is let's break out the Queen of Fables. My girl shouldn't be in jail. They bust her out, bring her back to the thing. Hey, this is what we're trying to do. Do you have anything in your storybook that can help us? Which you should have known right away because Ivy warned her. She said, this bitch is crazy. You do not want her in the crew. Now, she has a line that she will cross that you don't, because she is a bad person. She goes, well, we're all bad. He goes, no. You're a bad guy, but you're not a bad person.
And the Queen of Fables is fucking psycho. So then she get a book. They're like, well, do you have any... Then King Shark, do you have anybody in your magical book?
Well, before that, he goes... yo, my favorite character is Humpty Dumpty. Can you get Humpty Dumpty? He's like, oh, of course. Brings him out. Humpty Dumpty's like, hi. And they're all like, oh my God, it's Humpty. And then she breaks his fucking head off. She goes, he makes the best albums. King Shark's like, and like, the Humpty Dumpty is like flailing his arms like, oh, Jesus, my head. She breaks his arms. So they're starting to realize, oh shit, she's a lot. But okay, you know what? Maybe it's all right. When we go on this heist, she'll help us out. Do you have someone that can help us out because you have to get through this tiny little grate? She summons one of the three blind, or not one of the three blind mice, but a mouse who's a fucking mercenary.
My nigga is a
killer. He got shotgun shells.
He got a cigarette.
And his sword is a fucking a needle that you use to sew shit.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it was badass, and he smoked so many cigarettes.
Fucking check. He just seen some shit. Is what he telling you.
The funniest part is when he smokes, he literally, like, it's bigger than him, so it's just, like, sticking out of him. This motherfucker, when we say chain smoke, he takes one drag and drags an entire cigarette. So they get outside of Star Labs, because Star Labs has this device that will reflect lasers. It's a personal force field. So
and the only person small enough to get it
is the little mouse.
It's the mouse.
So as they're about to go in, a little soccer ball comes over, and this kid sees him and goes, I just saw a bunch of, like, he just kind of looks at him, picks up the ball, and walks away. And they're like, oh, fuck, we're compromised. Queen of Fables goes, I got this. They follow her over, and Queen of Fables brings out all these fairy tale animals, and they go, oh, that's great. She's going to distract them. So they go in thinking everything's fine.
This bitch let the wolves loose!
Hold on. Wait a minute, nigga. So they get the thing, they come out, and they go, what the fuck? And there is a murder landscape with shit everywhere. She goes, oh yeah, I let the wolf out. He saw us, and then they saw me murder him, so I had to murder all of them. And it's like, the fuck yeah, you gotta end the motherfucking bloodline, because otherwise they'll come back for revenge. And they were like, oh my god. She's like, did you see anybody else? And Harley looks around and sees a little ponytail flapping.
A little girl.
Just the ponytail flapping.
And she didn't want to have a little, again, she's a bad guy, not a bad person. So she lets the little girl live.
Because I didn't see anything. I don't know. We got out of this. So they go back, and she's like, okay, we can't bring this bitch. She actually is a psycho. She takes shit a bit too far. She goes, hey, thank you so much, but we got the rest of this. Like, go on ahead. She goes, all right, bitch. So they go.
Bitch, you gonna leave me?
So the mouse sticks with them. They ask, the mouse isn't loyal to her. She goes, nah, he a mercenary. He do whatever. So they were like, are the lasers here? I don't see no lasers. The mouse go out. The mouse gets chopped up. And what's so funny is right before he dies, he pulls out a cigarette, takes one more drag, and it just melts.
And just disintegrates into a million slices.
So she puts on the force field. It works. They steal the weather machine. They come home, and they're like, damn, I can't believe we pulled this off. Only to have the Queen of Fables come back and be like, all right, bitch, I'm going to be taking that shit.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? She's like, bitch, I told you, bitches, you going to leave me.
You just thought you just thought that this was gonna be something you're gonna leave me? Like, fuck you. You ought to know that, like, I don't give a fuck if we're friends. I'm gonna do what's good for me. But that's when all of a sudden an explosion happens, and in flies this nigga with electricity. Like, who are you? He's like, my name is Jason Praxis, and you murdered my whole family at the Praxis 25th annual family reunion in Jamboree. Now, while all this is happening, Ivy's like, I don't want anything to do with the Queen of Fables, right? So she's all dressed up in this weird thing where she's got a hat and a scarf and a trench coat. You're like, where the fuck is she going? She happens to be going to my homeboy's house, Kite Man. Now, this nigga, all of a sudden, his 69 or 66 is turned into a 69.
Hell yeah. You find out, too, they've been fucking for a while.
They've been fucking for a while, but on the low. But he's like, let's actually go out. I want to go out. She's like, no. Why don't we do a movie? Because she's like, a movie, we can sneak in, it's quiet, no one can see us. And he's like, all right. But then he's like, nah, fuck it. I already have the dinner resi. He says the dinner resi.
I got a dinner resi. You know what I'm saying?
So they show up at, what was it, Martha Bruce's Steakhouse?
Martha Bruce's Steakhouse. I had to play it back for him where he was like, wait, what? I was like, did you see the name of the steakhouse, dog? Martha Bruce's. Choke.
Martha Bruce's Steakhouse. So they're in there. He has the resi. He's like, what's the point of having a dinner resi if you're not going to seat me when I show up?
The Riddler comes in. That gets an instant seat.
Riddle me this: who is hungry and needs a seat instantly, but didn't have a dinner reservation? She's like, "Oh, Mr. Riddler, right this way." So he's pissed off and he's like, "Hey, baby, do you mind dropping your name?" She's like, "No, I don't want it." She's like, "Oh, you like being incognito?" It's like, "Yeah, sure, that's what it is." And he goes, "Oh, you're ashamed of me.
You don't want to be here with me?" She's like, no, it's not like that. It's like, look, I just didn't have to be some dude who bought a hang glider from Ari.
And well, yeah, and she goes, isn't that what happened? And she goes, come on, please, Kite Man, please don't do this. He's like, hey, you're the one doing the this.
You're doing the this.
And he takes off sad. So, before we get back to, we'll wrap this up with Kite Man. She gets to his apartment to be like, I apologize, I got you a 9 so you don't have to turn your 6 upside down. And he goes, all right, I accept your apology. She's like, well, that's not the apology. The thing is, I worry about people would think about me. And, I really appreciate the fact that you don't think about people. He's like, I get it. You got powers that allow you to control plants. And I've got my power of controlling a kite. And she goes, I love that you think that's a power. But either way, she's like, I love you. It doesn't matter. Like, I like you.
And then his roommate shows up.
Bill, who he calls Bildo.
Bildo, which is, excuse me? Bildo. He's like, yeah, sorry. She's like, hi, I'm Ivy. I'm his girlfriend.
And she goes,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, you want to do the rest of the Praxis shit?
So we go back to Jack's Praxis. They find out, why the fuck is he here? Like, she was like, oh, I thought it was a little girl. The Queen of Fables like, that's why you kill a motherfucking bloodline.
Because it wasn't a little girl. This man has a blonde ponytail. It was his. Did you tell his origin story, how he got his powers?
This nigga said after he saw his family murdered,
his uncle's second cousin removed is permanently removed.
He decided to throw himself on Star Labs' electrical fence, but instead of killing me, it gave him powers. It gave me powers. Shouts out to Wanda Sykes and Phil Lamar, who's the voice of Jason Praxis. And so he's trying to get revenge. And so eventually, he was like, yo, I won't kill y'all if you turn over the Queen of Fables. So
Harley's like, yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it, bitch, come on. And so she got it, and the Queen of Fables was like, bitch, you was really doing this? And so when she get her, all of a sudden he shoots lightning, he shoots electricity at her. It bounces back and hits him. She slipped on the watch.
Harley slipped the watch on the Queen of Fables.
And then Queen of Fables, you tricky bitch. So
and she's like, well, what I thought you were actually gonna let me die. She's like I said, I'm a bad guy, not a bad person. So she's like, you're not gonna kill me? She's like, nah, but get the fuck out of here.
All right, get the fuck out. So you think the Queen of Fables leaves? Jason Praxis wakes up eventually. Was like, is she dead?
Did I vanquish her?
Did I get my revenge?
Did I vanquish her? You did it, buddy. You vanquished.
A spear comes right through his motherfucker's neck.
A spear comes straight through his throat. And the Queen of Fables is like, man, all that talk about ending the bloodline, I can't believe I almost forgot not to kill this nigga. All right, well, cool. I'll be seeing y'all later.
And walked on, and that's damn near the end of the episode. Oh, no, because then they finally get the weather machine, right?
Ivy comes back, they're guessing all the passwords, all sorts of shit. What did somebody say? Did you try
Neil Patrick Harris 1?
Neil Patrick Harris 1, and that was Clayface. Like, Clayface, is that your actual password? No. They run out of password attempts. It goes, too many password attempts, self-destructing, it blows up, and literally this whole thing was for
nothing.
Now, again, what's beautiful, like you said, this doesn't get old that their plans keep getting foiled, because what's actually happening every time is we're getting so much character development. We're learning so much about everybody. The fact that Poison Ivy actually does like Kite Man, but she is ashamed. She learns that she was kind of being an asshole.
Let me say something. If you're in a relationship with somebody, like, why should you be ashamed? Like, I get you think about what people think, but at the same time, you like that person.
You like the person you shouldn't give a fuck.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Winston and his girl be in these streets. And you know what I'm saying? It's all cute and cuddly. Now me, I'm by my motherfucking self. And I'm like, I'm a catch. Like, yo, you can be with me. I make you laugh and joke. And I'm cuddly and funny and cute. And, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you so sad. But long story short, I gotta give this episode another 5. Like, I mean, the Queen of Fables is amazing.
I keep telling y'all.
Kite Man is my nigga.
So Kite Man is his dude.
So Kite Man, King Shark. Those are my 2 favorite characters.
For me, it's King Shark and Queen of Fables. Because again,
I thought you loved Bane.
Oh man, but
he coming back.
Okay, I was like, I gotta watch some of the other episodes because like. I'm gonna blow up Gotham Stadium. I'm gonna blow up this moment.
It was the trivia. It was like, who has won the most games in Gotham Stadium?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Actually, that would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's like, I'm gonna blow up Gotham Stadium.
Blow up Gotham Stadium. So like, it's so much. Like you said, it's a lot of character development. For me, the same thing as a 5. You're watching this grow, and you're watching these characters become a team. That's the biggest thing behind it. Like, these were all miscreants. Like, Clayface just wants somebody to be scene partners with and shit like that. King Shark's like, I'm just a tech dude. Like, I'm just a tech guy. Yep. But you got to keep me away from blood. Like, I can't be around blood. Then you got Sid, who's there now, rolling around. You got Poison Ivy, who's always been Ivy. She's never really changed. And they actually have gone a direction which I did not think they were going to go. I legit thought they were going to have Ivy and Harley fucking at one point.
I remember you said at the top of the thing, and that's when I was like, well, just wait. That's why I said it before.
Because you had watched it already.
Because I had seen it, and I knew that wasn't what had
But I mean, like, if you didn't see it, if you hadn't watched all the way through,
I wouldn't have thought that way in particular, only because there are so many comments. It's not to say that the two of them couldn't have gotten together, but there are so many comments between Harley and Ivy talking about the faces they want to sit on and everything else, That's why I thought that.
By the way, I'd let Harley Quinn sit on my face.
I would let Ivy sit on my face, even if it killed me.
Goddamn right, I'd take that clown pussy.
That's a good question. How is Kite Man alive? Fucking Ivy.
Like she ain't never clearly she.
Like remember, her skin is poison.
She probably got something for
He probably has to keep the Kite Man suit on.
Kite Man.
Hell yeah.
He's got the Kite Man suit on with an extra rubber. So like this no and then he got a slit for his dick. And he's like, can I go raw? Hell yeah. She's
Hell
like,
no.
Hell no. Hell no. Kite Man's dead. So but also her skin is poison, but also she can make different antidotes to counteract shit.
I guess that's true. She can't just make an antidote, but can you imagine every time you had sex with her, if she was just mad enough, she'd be like, you ain't getting no antidote. This is it for you. And you're just like...
First of all, why would you... She got that killer pussy, killer pussy, killer pussy.
She's like, Jesus, I was going to say she like Xena on your top. You have sex with her, you're dead.
That's like fucking Rogue. Like, if you ever watch X-Men animated series, have every dude, if you're a kid, even some women, have you like, yo, I'll take that drainage. Like, you look at Rogue and you be like, hey, if I got to take this for the glory, like, how'd you go out? Man, it was in some of the best vagina I've ever felt.
Jesus.
But yeah, overall, but seriously, you get a lot of development in characters. The story keeps building. The star of the show is Harley Quinn. The supporting characters are just that. Granted, they've turned out to be just as hilarious as Harley, but it's about Harley. And I have to bring it up because shows like this can instantly change their trajectory where your main character isn't the focus anymore. Like, we don't even really talk about the Joker. Like, he's a thing, but he's not a thing. You know what I'm saying?
But he is important to the storyline in that it is what is haunting her, and that's what she's trying to overcome. But He is not the show at all. This is about her. And this is honestly very similar to BoJack, similar to Archer. It is an ensemble show, but it does follow a main character.
Yes.
It's the same thing. This is an ensemble show. Like, don't get it twisted. Every person in her crew is equally as important, so are the random villains and characters that come in and out. But it is about her. They always have something that circles back to Harley as the main story.
Yes, it is. So we want to know what you think about it in the comments below this episode, particularly. And you can tell us overall about the series. But like, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you can know when more videos are coming your way, all right? Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, Mr. J Washington, MRJAY Washington, okay? Patreon.com, Mr. J Washington. The Mad Titan Podcast, everywhere you get podcasts from. I get you caught up on everything that's happening in Marvel and DC live action cinematic universes. Should be a lot of stuff coming back out, man. We get ready to have this year start rolling. You know, Marvel Studios going to hit us with like 4 films. Then we got Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman. We got so much coming. And TV shows as well. So, rock with your boy.
At the Swaggy Blerd, THESWAGGYBLERD. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Letterboxd, all that good stuff, man. Come hit me up, say what's up, follow me. Check me out on SEN Live. We're going to be doing at this point it would have been out by now, but if you haven't seen it, we're doing the playoffs on Blerd and Goal for the NFL, so definitely be sure to check us out.
So make sure you like the Blerds in the Hood Facebook fan page.
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't, if you want, you can check up on our old episodes. We got really busy, so we did the first half of the season, had to break. We did do a couple episodes on Collider Sports Time, so you can also see us there about we were talking about some of the weeks over there. But other than that, keep rocking with us, man. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline in 2020, a lot of stuff that we're doing already. On a professional tip, a lot of stuff that we're doing with our own stuff, building our own brand up, so please stick with us, man.
Yeah, please keep rocking with us. Thank you for everybody who's been checking out these videos. Thank you for everybody who just joined on. We'll holler at y'all next week. Till then, y'all already know the deal.